Coming up on the Together for Good podcast, I'm in the podcast studio with Michael Ziemba. He played Division I college football for 4 years at the University of Indiana, and we're going to talk faith and football. Here we go. Welcome to the Together for Good podcast, a podcast created by Bethany Lutheran Church in Cherry Hills Village, Colorado, and hosted by me, Pastor Nate Preisinger. On Together for Good, our goal is to provide practical, engaging content that supports you without expectations. Whether you're feeling disconnected from traditional religion or simply exploring what faith means in your life, we're here to walk alongside you. No matter where you are on your journey of faith, we're glad you're here. Welcome to Together for Good. All right, Mike, here we are.
Here we are.
Months in the making.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for bringing all of the IU paraphernalia that we needed to make sure this looked good.
Yep.
Go ahead, show us your jersey.
Yep.
Number 87.
This is actually what we wore for walkthroughs on Fridays.
And you still got it all.
Yep, still got it. I got a red one and a white one.
And you've got the game ball. You gave me the practice ball.
Yep, it's the same ball. That one's just brand new. Hasn't been scrubbed in yet by the equipment managers and stuff. So
that's good. We're going to be holding these as props the whole conversation long.
You already know.
You came up with this idea. You said, hey, Pastor Nate, I love the podcast. I listen all the time. I want to come on and talk faith and football.
Yep.
And so that's what we're doing today. Just, what was it? Where do you want to go with this conversation? And just to start, like, what was it that you wanted to be able to like share with the listeners as it relates to faith and football?
I know you love football.
I love football.
Go Bills.
Go Bills. Thank you.
Yep. And I played football and I love football. And you know how much football teaches us about life.
Yeah.
And just you're always there with me and Michaela, my fiancée, and we're getting married here. And
wedding coming up in about a month.
About 40 days. Yep.
Yep.
Who's counting? No, people always say that. But yeah, and I thought of it, and I always watched there'd be a Together for Good podcast, especially the one they just had a couple weeks ago with Josh and Pastor Nate. And yeah, I just love them. And I always listen to them while I'm working.
Nice.
I can have one earbud in and while I'm driving.
Thank you for listening. Yep. No, sometimes it feels like I'm just shouting into the abyss. So it's good to know that people are actually picking this up.
Dude, I love them. You'll have me laughing. You'll have me learning everything.
This whole idea of faith in football, you were at the University of Indiana, Big Ten. Is it still Big Ten?
Indiana University.
Indiana IU.
Dude, when I committed, I put University of Indiana and I got
raked over the coals.
Yes. They were very mad at me about that.
Indiana University.
Yeah, IU. Yep.
But you obviously grew up playing football. When did you start? Did you do Pop Warner and all that?
8th grade.
Okay.
I was skateboarding. I was just running around the neighborhood playing manhunt and tag and tackle the carrier. Yeah, I didn't play till 8th grade.
And then picked it up real quick.
Yeah, just not really. I was playing guard.
Okay.
I was playing right guard, the biggest kid on the team, number 99. And I played for the CFYFL, Central Florida Youth Football League.
Okay.
Pop Warner was, a little bit more intense, but
Orlando area, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm from Sanford, Lake Mary, about 15 minutes north of Orlando.
And so you play through, and like, at what point did you start to realize, like, wait, like, I'm a lot better at this than most people that I'm playing against?
I didn't probably until like junior year.
Okay.
When I was about like 6'3", 240.
Really filled out. Yeah.
Probably just passing the eye test. Coaches would come around and look at players that we had in like the 2015 class. So I graduated in 2017.
Okay.
And Nick Westbrook went to Lake Mary.
Okay.
He played for the Titans for a couple of years, and now he's with the Dolphins. He's back home in Florida. And dude, they were always coming through there. Coach Inge, Coach William Inge, that's my guy.
And Florida really is a football hotbed.
Oh, yeah.
I know that like Florida and Texas are where high school football is its own religion.
Really all those three, yeah.
Yeah, in California, okay.
I would say Florida's number one. Texas is number two. Yeah. But South Florida, Central Florida, we got a lot of dogs out there.
Yeah, and it's a really big deal. But so then, as this is happening, you're like, oh my gosh, like, I'm going to get recruited. It doesn't sound like this was, because there's a lot of kids who grew up and they're like, I'm going to do this. My son, he's 11, and he's going to play in the NBA. And I don't have the heart to tell him that he's not going to get over 6 feet tall.
You never know. Or maybe grow into those size 13 cleats.
That you gave him. That's right. You gave him the cleats.
That's LEOs.
But this wasn't like in your mindset growing up.
Not part of my plan.
Okay.
But I know the plan is already written.
Yeah.
So I just said, I never knew it. Like I said, I was athletic, but I never had any plans. Yeah. I just eventually realized that
as the recruiters started coming by,
I could probably go to college for this. And
dang. So where else did you look besides IU?
I had almost 30 offers.
Wow.
And looking back on it, I regret saying my 17th offer to UCF. I wish I didn't do all that, but yeah, I had a bunch of them. I had a couple options. They were all full scholarships. all the Florida teams, Florida Atlantic, UCF, USF. And then I started getting other ones like Indiana, Purdue, Minnesota,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And ultimately I chose Indiana because it was just, I can play in the Big Ten with a coach that I loved, Coach Tom Allen.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was about being in the Big Ten. Are they still in the Big Ten?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's been
UCLA.
shuffled so many times, I can't keep track.
It's insane.
But Coach Allen was a big part of that. And this is where I wanted to get to, too, with our conversation. I think you've even mentioned to me before that he's a person of faith and really did bring this whole like faith and football thing together for you. Say a little bit about that, just about him and what he did for you.
Dude, he's just the kind of guy, you remind me of him. There's just certain people that, of course, he's just a guy that is getting up every day, living with a purpose and just getting after it and holding us accountable. And it's not just about football. He's teaching us how to be men. Yeah. Teaching us how we're 18 years old. Some of us 17. We're getting there by ourselves. Some of us live about 16 hours away. And he was just a good leader.
It strikes me too that I didn't play organized football. I played touch football in the backyard, which was super fun. I miss it so much. It was every day after school. But I played organized basketball, and they're very different sports in the sense that basketball, you have to have a plan, you have to have a strategy, and a lot of the time, like if you've got the best player on the court, your team's going to win. Yeah. Whereas in football, that is not the case whatsoever. And so some of the things you're talking about with Coach Allen, it just strikes me that it's more important in a football space to have that coach who's like, we are a community and you got to do your job and you got to trust that your teammate's doing his job.
It's huge.
Because otherwise the whole scheme falls apart. Yeah. So you played linebacker, right?
Yep.
And like defensive scheming, especially, is something that I don't understand whatsoever as it comes to football. But that's the case, right? Yeah. It's like, no, like I know I've got this area or this gap. Yeah. But then my buddy's got me behind.
Yes. And don't forget too, I started as a tight end. That's why I was number 87 at Indiana. But yeah, you're absolutely hit it on the head. Coach Allen knew you got to trust the guy next to you. Yeah. It's 11 out of 11. You have to do your job. If someone doesn't do their job, then it could fall apart. But yeah, I was a tight end. And then I played a couple games at linebacker, and most of my offers switched to defense. But
were you tight end in high school? Or
I was a tight end in high school.
Okay. But you were recruited as a tight end?
Yeah. I have some stats. I was the 27th tight end in the nation. And then I think I was number 4. I should look back on it, but I know a couple other stats about like how many games I played and stuff. But yeah, tight end, dude. Tight end got a lot of balls, ran around. And we knew the job that you had to do. And yeah, it was.
Is that a big shift? And what necessitated the shift?
Just what I was doing out there on defense and what they saw. And come get after the quarterback instead of trying to score touchdowns and blocking. But I've loved blocking. I don't know if you've seen it. We'll clip the huddle highlight right here. No, I'm just kidding. But no, a lot of it was tight end first. And then I got to Indiana as an athlete. They said ATH. They didn't know what they wanted me to play. Okay. And that's also why I started at the L5 on kickoff. I was the right guard on punt. I was the shield I was the most outside guy keeping contain on punt return. I was a fullback on KOR, kickoff return. Yeah. Just everything on special teams, just out there being an athlete.
Almost
getting after it.
And then it's funny that they recruit you in that such a way, but it also shows, I'm guessing that's how a lot of coaches do it. Like they're like, hey, like we need people who buy into the system. Yeah. Who are going to be quality individuals. Coachable.
Preferably 6'3", 240.
Yeah. And that helps. And if they've got great athleticism, we can figure out places where they're going to spot in.
Exactly. And dude, I played JV my sophomore year. I played varsity finally my junior year. Played 10 games. We went 5-5, no playoffs. We had a great team, a bunch of great guys there. And I got hurt my senior year, playing my first game my senior year. So I had 10 games of footage of just playing linebacker.
In high school?
Yeah, in high school.
What? Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But
you got a full ride D1 offer to a Big Ten school based on that.
Yeah, and then I broke my foot my first year of my first game of the senior year.
Oh my God.
I played Jacksonville Bulls. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name now, but quarterback for the Patriots for a while. Yeah. His name was Mac Jones, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. I had 16 tackles that game, blocked field goal, a sack, and then I just broke my foot.
And then you just, oh my gosh, but they saw enough in that. Okay,
And Coach Allen and Kevin Wilson, they knew that I wasn't going to be able to heal from it and still come play for them. But yeah, Coach Allen was a huge part.
And let me just say, I've invited Mike to play basketball with me and the guys on Friday morning sometimes. And the athleticism is still there. It's very obvious.
Yeah, and you're shy still.
Hey,
Come
thanks.
on. 5:30 a.m. Friday mornings. Yep. I love it.
Let's move now. Like this faith in football thing. Coach Allen, you said like he wakes up every day with a purpose and he's like making you, he's really views his job as coach, not just with winning football games, but with helping you guys mature and become men.
Yeah. Yep.
And talk to me. Did he talk about his faith at all? Was that a big part of what he mentioned? Yeah, say more.
Always. Win or lose, we don't always say the Lord's Prayer.
Wow.
Win or lose, we always. And it's looking back on it, you're making me think more, and I have been ever since we decided to do this podcast.
Yeah.
But it was and it was never forced. It was never forced, but it was always prevalent.
It was clear it was from his heart.
Yeah.
And so you guys are like,
yes.
Yeah.
And we all bought in and we loved it. We all played for bigger purpose and we always had Bible studies. I actually got back in contact with Coach Powell, our pastor, team pastor.
Yeah.
And I was just on the phone with him. He was hyped. I told him the name of the podcast.
Nice.
He'll be listening. Hopefully he doesn't think it's live. But yeah, he's hyped. And yeah, man, he was always there for us. We could always go talk to him.
Yeah.
His office was right next to Coach Allen's. And he was just always there for us. Always there for us, just for anything.
Because college is a tough time. You're figuring yourself out. There's a lot of pressures on you.
Yep.
And least of which being a D1 athlete just takes so much time and energy, I'm sure.
Yep.
And then you got to figure out how to go to class and get work done as well.
Yep. Time management for sure.
Yeah, time management for sure. Yep. What do you mention the team pastor there too? What kind of advice or is there anything memorable that he said during your time there? Just in terms of, I got to think he's helping you all just think differently about what you're doing out there.
And not even just differently, but just take a step back, remember like the purpose for why you're here and who you do it for and your why.
Yeah.
And our one words. We were always reading books, One Word by John Gordon. And with Coach Powell, something that he's just always there for you. Anything you needed, it's someone to talk to.
Yeah.
When you feel like there's something you don't know what to talk about. And John Powell, he's the man. Coach Allen.
I love that the zooming out that he's making you do.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a really important part that faith provides us.
Yeah.
Is this opportunity to realize we get so caught in the nitty gritty of day-to-day life.
Yes.
And the grind. And remembering your why, remembering there's a bigger purpose. Well, that's just the part about God that always has resonated with me. It's like, there is something bigger.
Yes.
And more that I can't even wrap my mind around.
Yes.
And it's amazing how just that concept alone is so essential to my life of faith.
Absolutely.
And how it dictates so much to, you know what, like this isn't that big a deal right now.
Yes.
And you know what? I don't need to be as worried because there's a hope beyond this present moment.
Exactly.
Now, did you grow up going to church as a person of faith? Did this come about through your time at IU?
It really started with, I had a friend named Jacob and his dad's name was Don, and he would have us over on Wednesdays, cook pasta, and we'd talk about the Bible or we just stuff like that. And he knew, he was a very religious man. And I remember being very young thinking, this is cool. This is cool that we all come together.
Yeah.
There's all the kids. He got us to, I don't know how, probably because he had 5 kids.
Yeah. And he was feeding you.
Yeah. And he was feeding us. It was like Texas toast and spaghetti.
Oh, perfect. What else do you need?
Yeah, exactly. And he got us all together. And eventually it went from his yard and inside to going to the church.
Yeah.
And it's so funny looking back on it. It was all about sports. It was all about sports. It was basketball in the indoor little thing we had.
Yeah.
Kickball in the parking lot, playing football, playing 500. And then every now and then it was a little bit of church.
Yeah. Just like sprinkling in.
Sports. Yeah. And it was awesome. A bunch of kids running around in Central Florida and getting together. And that's where it started. It was Don and Jacob. My mom, my grandma, no religion, no church, no anything.
But you have this community space with sports, which is something you love. It's just like, oh my gosh, I just want to go play.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you start getting this additional message through that time there. Like maybe there's something to this.
Yeah.
Did it resonate with you? Was there anything in particular where you're like, oh gosh, like
it did. And it's so nice to think back on these memories because I remember sitting there, we need to learn a verse. Like what? I want to get outside and play catch. We have to memorize a verse. And I chose John 3:16.
No way. All right.
Yep. And this might have been this was 2007, 8, 9.
Uh-huh.
And and I don't know why I chose it. Maybe it was Tim Tebow. Maybe it was the IP.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. And he was at Florida too. Oh gosh, yeah.
So I'm wondering if that was
all the Denver people love Tim Tebow around here, and you loved him first.
Yep.
Tebow's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Yeah. And so then you memorize it and it goes from there. And so then you head off to college and you get it reinforced through Coach Allen, through what was the pastor's name?
John Powell.
John Powell.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yep.
So talk to me about then too. I'm wondering about like on the team. How many guys are on the team? 60?
No, there's 125.
125. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And it's 85 on scholarship. Isn't it like 25 walk-ons? And then what is that? What's that math right there? 115?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 125. But now with all this new stuff, it's going to be like 100 scholarships, no more walk-ons and stuff.
Whoa.
But yeah, there's about 125.
Okay. And I'm sure, like, what you get a group of 125 people together, not all of them are in it, right?
No, definitely not.
Were there folks on the team that were just like, they didn't want to hear this from Coach Allen? They didn't want to?
Never.
They were bought in?
Yes.
Because they knew that was part of it.
Maybe not 100% bought in, like his son, Thomas, a TA, we call him TA, and just all of our close friends, Harry, Sam, just a bunch of the boys that we had there's different groups with you guys on the D-line or O-lineman.
Yeah, you get to know certain groups a lot better.
And you're always with them. All of our quarterbacks, everyone was absolutely bought in. But there was never a guy that was like, this isn't my religion. I don't want to learn about this or anything like that. But we a lot of different guys from
and did you guys talk about the faith side of things separate from practice, from team activities?
Yes. And there was specific times when we would get together when it was just about our faith.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did that.
What did those look like?
It was just Jack Tuttle, TA, just a couple guys getting together and bringing people together and just talking. Just getting together, going for food, spending time together, the community.
The community is really, right, like it's such an essential piece. And I'm sure too, those pieces happening gets you through school in a different way, but also like really contributes to team success in a different way too. As we were talking about in the beginning, like
absolutely,
you got to be bought in. You got to be able to trust each other.
Oh yeah.
And if you're getting food and talking about struggles in life and feeling cared for, upheld by your brothers, that goes a long way.
You trust them more in the spiritual health aspect and the mental health and physical health of what happened at practice that day. And just being with your boys and knowing that you have each other's backs and you're here for a bigger purpose.
If you could go back in time to talk to your 18-year-old son with a broken foot, about to sign his D1 offer, what advice would you give him about faith in football in particular?
Just continuing to lean on and trust God. Even when I'm going to sign that letter of intent, make things official, and it finally happened, and all the stress and anxiety and the worry of things of what's going to happen. Because it happens all the time. You hear those stories of people that it doesn't work out for them. And it's always worked out for me. And I know it's a bigger purpose and a bigger reason. And I'm grateful for God and just continue to do the right things that set myself up for success in what I've been doing. And just keep having faith. And ultimately, you can't just have faith. You got to work hard. I just keep working hard and have faith and things work out.
This is interesting how all that ties together, isn't it? Like there is an aspect where you got to have faith, and you're right. And you got to keep working hard. That's such a microcosm of the team sport football experience too.
Yes,
like you got to have faith like in your teammates.
Yes.
And you got to show up and just grind.
Yeah. And what is that one thing? The law of attraction.
Yeah.
I've heard stuff about that. Like you can't just think about it into existence. You got to work at it. The workouts, the meetings, the everything. But you can't
study the playbook.
Gotta have faith.
Where do you think now, though, having had this whole experience, like you're not in the NFL, I'm sorry, like someday.
Don't be sorry. Yeah, someday. No, don't be sorry.
And so like football was obviously such a huge part of your life, afforded you so many opportunities.
Oh yeah.
Made you the person that you are. And similarly, like faith is interwoven in all of this. Mm-hmm. And so now today, tell listeners a little bit about what you're doing today, but also how does faith in football fit into the person you are today? Having
faith and trusting the process of when I realized, hey, these coaches are pretty interested. Let's keep grinding and see what I can make with this. And I ended up getting full scholarships and going to Indiana University, meeting the love of my life, Michaela.
Yeah.
Getting my bachelor's in criminal justice, graduating in 2021. I got an academic All Big Ten, just got a bunch of accomplishments.
Great.
Yeah, played a lot. I'm tied for like most games played in IU history, 52.
No
Just
way.
because of that COVID year. And I remember the second game of my freshman year, getting thrown in there on kickoff, burning my red shirt like that.
Yeah.
And just, I'm playing now. And then, doing all that stuff, meeting Michaela, graduating, no debt, just coming out and realizing let's move to Colorado.
Yeah.
Let's not live in Florida
This was just
Indiana. Yeah. Dude, and everything's always worked out. I have a great career, not just a job with UPS. I drive for UPS. I love it. It's keeping me active. I'm getting after it every day.
What did they call you? You had a cool name for it. Something athletes, right?
Yeah, industrial.
Industrial athletes. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, dude. They keep it seriously. Like I said, football and life and faith, it teaches you so much. We're staying hydrated. We're staying loose. They teach us about how anxiety and all this stuff can go down if you take care of your health. And I got taught all that with football, and it's just things I love. And I loved, football. I played a lot of great football.
Yeah.
And I was able to meet Michaela, like I said, and
the experience alone, just so few people get that opportunity. Do you ever play? Yeah, in the Big Ten, you're playing at these huge venues.
I played at the Shoe.
Yeah.
I played in the Big House. Sadly, I went to West Lafayette too many times.
Yeah.
Down at Purdue. Played a lot of big football, played a lot of big games, a lot of big guys.
Yeah. Just like, it's a once in a lifetime. It's so crazy.
That's why I went to Indiana. I got to tackle J.K. Dobbins, Kenneth Walker, played against great tight ends in that league, played against great O-linemen, a bunch of guys in the NFL. And I thought going away and not going to UCF or a school like that would be good for me too. And it was. I met a lot of lifelong friends that I love. My best man, Harry Kreider. He played center for us and then got signed by the Eagles, played for the Broncos for a little bit.
No way.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's my best man. You'll meet him.
Very cool. Can't wait to meet him.
Yeah, we just had our bachelor party 2 weeks ago. We were over in Bailey, Colorado.
Doing some golfing.
Yep. We golfed in Keystone. We just had a great time. Yep.
With all this too, though, you keep talking about how, like things will just work out. Like that's where your faith hits you. There's definitely been moments, I'm sure, where it feels like it hasn't worked out, or at least not the way you thought about it. Like, tell me how you handled that. Or even, I'm sure, like when you break your foot, first thing senior year of high school, you're like, what is going on?
And when my final season ended and I'm having hip surgery scheduled, and
oh, wow.
Yeah, like I had my bone scoped and my labrum sewed up. It was January 6th of 2021.
Yeah.
And I rehabbed with them and I got everything back healthy. And people always ask me like, what? Why didn't you go to the NFL?
Yeah.
I always say I was good, but I wasn't good. I wasn't no Von Miller. I wasn't no amazing guy, but I made plays. It was fun. But I also don't want to sound like that guy if I never got hurt.
Yeah.
That's not me. I swear. It's always, even how I didn't know I was going to go play college D1 football until my junior year was starting and I started taking my creatine and I got bigger and stuff. But it's always, I don't know if it's just how I live life, but I just, like I said, working hard.
Yeah.
Just always worked hard. Things happen. Everything happens for a reason.
And so you strike me as the type of person who just has this mindset where it's, when things get difficult, I'm not going to wallow in self-pity. It's like, no, we'll figure this out.
That's a silly thing to do. I don't want to stay in that mindset. Michaela says sometimes my positivity can be toxic positivity. But
there's worse things to be toxic about. No, I get that. I pick up on that about you too. Just no, because I know you had some ideas originally. You said majored in criminal justice. You were thinking maybe do the police officer route. That didn't work out at first.
Nope.
And you're like, nope, like I found something else and it's going to be great. And it seems like you really love where you landed.
And I love it. They both would have been great.
Yeah.
Being a police officer would have been great. And having this great career with UPS that I know I can do until I retire, and the pension's incredible, and the 401k, everything, all the benefits.
And lets you still do the athlete kind of thing, right? Like you strike me as the type of person too, like you need, and that's where the police officer would have been good too. You would have been on your feet. You would have been talking to people.
It's a game.
Yeah.
I'm out there every day. All right, here's what I have to do today. Here's my route. Here's how many pieces I have, how many stops. How can I get this done the most efficient and like just be the best I can today? And that's getting there a little bit early. That's planning, that's scheduling my first couple. I'll make sure I check all my errors and making sure I have everything that I need to do for the job, all my materials, my info notices, everything.
So I hear so much in there. That's so much of your athlete training. Were you always that kind of kid too? Like growing up?
You gotta get better at it.
Okay.
Of course I wasn't. I feel like some people are. There's some guys on the
Yeah,
team
there's some
that are
people who are just
great.
like locked in from day one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I learned it, and I guess how I learned it from messing up,
Mhm.
from having to get out there and push that 100-pound plate and do the stair climber with Coach Hagan on
Mhm.
that stair climber just for 75 minutes, 80 steps a minute,
Oh my gosh. Oh,
doing
can't
those.
walk the next day. Yeah.
No, and that's at 6 a.m. before meetings and practice and
Oh my
stuff.
gosh.
Yeah. All those times of messing up and having to do stadiums
Oh
from
yeah.
101 to 106, and just you learn, you live and you learn.
And within all this too, where like even this optimism, were you always that optimistic kid?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's part of it. It's just who you've always been.
Yeah. I don't know. It is funny to think back and
Yeah.
reflect on those things because I don't know. Yeah. A lot of bad stuff has happened and you got to deal with that.
Yeah, you didn't have the easiest childhood from what you've
No.
told me.
No, of course. And a lot of people don't and some people do, but you got to work with the cards that you're dealt.
And do you think too, though, that
Yeah.
this is also where faith might have clicked for you so easily as well?
For
Because
sure.
it's just like, yeah, this has been really hard, and yet I'm still here.
Yeah. It's a higher power. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a higher power at work through
Mhm.
all this. And now I see that still playing out in you too. Just, yeah, I mean, it's still the optimism of it's like, God's got it. God's going to
yeah.
figure it out.
Yep.
That seems to be how you
And-
point to a lot of things.
Yeah. And handle what I can handle, control what I can control, and everything that I can't control, I'll leave up to him.
A lot of people
Mhm.
with your abilities
Mhm.
and attention, right?
Yeah.
Getting D1 offers, like stokes the ego, blah, blah, blah.
For sure.
We don't have to relitigate who you were at 18 when you were going through all this. But you strike me as such a humble guy now too. And I wonder, a lot of people in your position just end up thinking, I don't need anybody else. I'm the greatest. I don't need anyone else. I can move on from this really quickly.
I need him.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Just because everything's better with people.
Yeah.
We're social creatures. Everything's better with people. You got to be able to lean on people.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the way to go. Doing it on your own is fine too. But having people in your corner that will be there for you is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you felt that a lot, not just
for
on the
sure.
field, but
Oh, yeah. And yeah, everything. Everything. A lot of good people in my life. And I'm grateful for every single one of them.
yeah, that's
Yep.
really clear.
Yep.
With all this too, though, the other part as well, oftentimes, is that when people get in this place where they feel like they're the greatest, they don't need anyone else, faith can also not fit in that framework, obviously. It's like, yeah, I don't need, this is about
Dude.
me.
Yes. And I think of I can think it's not good to compare and stuff,
Sure.
but I know guys that in high school, when they did start getting those offers and like, they were just, like you said, very cocky and
Yeah.
brash and then you see things not work out and you see how their life goes.
And then
Obviously,
they're the ones
pretty
making the
fortunate.
excuses too,
Oh,
right?
for
Oh
sure.
yeah, if I didn't get hurt, I was gonna make it
yeah.
big time.
Hell, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No.
Don't want to be that guy. But things happen. I get it. But whether it's academics, whether
Mhm.
it's something you did that was not a good decision, it's tough. Life is a game and you gotta make the right choices. Life's all about what? Coach Allen, we're all stretching. Life's about what? We all go choices.
Life's all about choices.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. And how you react to things. Yeah.
I love that. Here's my final question. You knew this was coming, and I'm leading you up to it. Like, why are you still here? Why are you still involved in church and faith and community? Again, given all the other possibilities and things that take your time, why this?
The camaraderie and community and everyone here and how it makes me feel when I walk into, you already know how I feel. Yeah, it's just the people and how it makes me feel coming here, and Michaela and how big God was in her life.
Yeah. It's so neat to see how the two of you share that.
Yeah.
Like you two are here almost every Sunday sitting together. Like this is important for the both of you. And it's a really neat part of your relationship.
Yeah. And we love it. And it makes you feel good. And I love seeing you and Pastor Gary and Deacon Deborah. It's the people. It's the people. It's always about the people.
It's always about the people. Yeah. And so it kind of sums up our whole conversation, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Your teammates on the football team, the parents in the neighborhood who
Yep.
gave you Texas toasted spaghetti, right? Yes, it's the people, it's the relationship. I thought that's what Coach Allen was going to say. Life's all about relationships, but choices is good too.
Yeah. The choices in your relationships and all that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Mike, you're the best, man. I so appreciate having the chance to get to know you. And
Yep.
for you came to me with this idea. I didn't
Yes.
come to you.
I know.
Thank you for taking the time to do this. And you, dear listener, as always, thank you for listening. Share those with family and friends. Get prepped for the football season. Go Bills.
And go Hoosiers. Let's go.
And go Hoosiers. And as always, stay in peace, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Together for Good podcast. If you'd like more resources for your walk of faith, please visit our website, bethany-denver.org, or download our mobile app by searching Bethany Connect in your phone's app store.